Welcome to Sage Sisters. We are sisters, besties, moms, and co-founders having a fun catch-up on parenting and life.
Hey, I'm Ann.
And I'm Kate. What up, Tan Ann? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's a little rainy here, but it is a nice week. So I'm excited for the sunshine coming out later this week.
I won't rub it in that we have 81 degrees coming today.
Ours is still weird. It dropped to like 50 something today, so it got cold again. But we had a great weekend. It was super kind of low key. A lot of stuff got rained out. And we have the new place that opened up in downtown Franklin. Shout out to the Slice House.
Okay.
It's a pizza casual place, but we got dinner there last night. We ordered pizza to go. It was so good. It was like New York style, delicious pizza.
Love it.
Maybe the best pizza in Nashville now.
Really?
I don't know. It was really good.
Okay. Downtown Franklin, or where is it?
Downtown Franklin.
Okay. Let's go, Franklin. Let's go.
All the rage. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. I had a great weekend. It was not super busy. We only had one kid sporting event. What a treat.
Yes.
So then we got to fill it in with some fun stuff, which we can get into a little bit more. But yeah, I was excited. This is my topic. Last week, we, I think had a little bit more serious topic about tech in schools, and we had a wonderful guest. But this week, I thought we'd kind of chat about something on my mind, at least, which is what the hell are you doing this summer? It's like, feels like it's tomorrow.
It does. Oh, ours is 2 weeks from now. Our kids are out of school in
We
2
have a
weeks.
month.
Nope, because we start early August. So I'm like getting kind of that anxiety feeling.
Oh, you're even closer to the cliff.
Yes. It's
Okay.
starting to be survival summer. Is that
Okay.
so? That's the topic today? Kind of like how.
Yeah, way to
okay.
brand my episode. Typical.
Trying to help out with the
Surviving
marketing
summer.
department.
All right. But before we get into all that, I'd love to hear your high.
Well, I had a high yesterday.
Okay.
It was so glorious. My husband Phil and I woke up to screaming kids at like 6 a.m. They were just wild, crazy. We had been in a little bit more than usual because of the rain. And they were just nuts. It was just kind of like one of those mornings where you
Just pent up.
Yes, enough coffee there wasn't enough coffee in the world to make you be able to handle what was happening in this household. It was just loud, crazy fights between siblings.
I called you to just shoot the shit, and it was so chaotic. I was like, see ya.
It was a nightmare. And so Phil and I looked at each other and we decided to call an audible. And we our favorite babysitter is back from college for the summer already.
Oh my gosh.
And she had
texted
like, I'm in if you ever need me. So I immediately texted her yesterday and I was like,
same day.
pretty much. And I was like, are you available to come over today? Like 12:30? And so she came over, she watched the kids for a few hours, and Phil and I did a day date in downtown Franklin.
God.
Yeah.
And hitting one of your goals.
Yes, I know. I was like, we went on a date, just him and I.
What'd you guys do?
We just went to downtown Franklin, and like I said, it was a little rainy, and we just went for a few hours, but we grabbed lunch at like this little bit nicer Italian place that we wouldn't go to with the kids, and we sat at the bar.
Mhm.
Then we walked around downtown Franklin.
I love sitting at the bar.
Me too. And then we got a coffee.
Why is that? Is it so I don't have to look at them?
No, it's just because you can't do it with kids, I think. It's just like
it feels like younger and cooler too.
Yeah, totally. We were young and cool in our minds, and we just had the best time. We went to get a great latte. We just walked around, like popped in some shops, and it was just really nice. And then we picked up, I was talking about Slice House. We picked up pizza to go and brought it home to the kids for dinner.
I love it.
And it was just like push the easy button, glorious. So,
boop, easy button.
And
good for you.
There's nothing better than a last minute, like it wasn't planned and it was in
Those
a
are
moment.
the best dates anyways.
Yeah. I was like, gosh, these kids are
and you
crazy.
both were like, probably like, thank God I'm out of there.
Yeah. Immediately, like the tension in our shoulders went down when we decided and got that booked, and it was a luxury. So
love it.
Yeah. How about you? What's your high this week?
Well, Calvin's had this tooth dangling for weeks. His front tooth. This would be the first front top tooth. He's lost the two bottoms. So this will be number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing has been on a thread.
He won't pull it.
Weeks. He won't pull it. That's not his personality.
Mm-hmm.
And it's driving me nuts because my personality is the second that thing starts to wiggle, I'm like, she out.
I'm surprised you
So
haven't snuck in the middle of the night and grabbed it for him.
I have been thinking about it. Like, how can I do this?
Yeah.
So, anyways, last night, one, we had some impromptu plans too, which impromptu plans for the win. And like, I'm proud of myself that like I wasn't overbooked, so I could accommodate a last minute plan.
Mm-hmm.
But a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you guys want to come over to watch the Warriors game?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Wave it in.
It was great. We didn't have plans. I was excited to watch the game anyways, but to watch it with people, even better.
Do they have kids?
They have kids the same age. Yeah, this
Great.
is one of
Yeah.
So it was. We ended up taking the whole family over there, and she had whipped up a dinner. I brought some chicken wings, and Grace and I baked yesterday. We brought some lemon muffins. So, anyways, we had some stuff to contribute, and it was casual and wonderful. And one of the things she served for dinner was corn on the cob. And Cal,
Oh, got it.
well, it was so funny because he loves corn on the cob, and he started eating it, and his whole corn on the cob like kind of got bloody.
Oh no.
And all the girls were like, what's that? And I was looking at him like, you don't say one word. I want this tooth out of there. I've been like wanting this thing out forever. So I looked at him. I was like,
Eat
so
blood.
yeah, me like doing the head chopped off signal to small children. But I was like, stop talking.
That's so funny.
So it was like so loose, and he was like, "Oh, it almost fell out, but I just pushed it right back up in there." I'm like, gosh dang it, can this tooth fall out? So this morning he wakes up and he comes into my room and he goes, "It's out," and he's holding it. It fell out in his sleep. That's how long he waited. He would not pull it.
Well, I'm glad he didn't swallow it or something.
Well, he swallowed the first two. Did you know that?
No, I did not. I don't think I registered that if you told me.
This is the first tooth of his I've actually like seen out. And he's such a character. He's not a big fan of the tooth fairy. So for the first two, we wrote notes to say, please.
Swallowed my tooth.
Well, just please don't come. Please don't come. Your presence is not welcome. You know, he's just a nervous guy. Mm-hmm. But the idea of a little fairy in his room while he's sleeping.
It's odd. It's an odd concept to have somebody come in.
She's sweet. She, you know, and he was just like, nope. So anyways.
Have you seen the movie The Tooth Fairy with The Rock? It's actually a good movie.
You mean with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What else would be The Rock in that situation?
Well, the Tooth Fairy with The Rock. I wasn't sure if we were actually talking about a stone.
No.
It's just, you know.
Dwayne Johnson as
Princess
the
and the
Pea,
the Tooth Fairy and The Rock. Oh, little deer's going by my office. That deer is so little.
It's
Spring
like
is here. Spring be springing over here.
Do you have deer? We have deer in our neighborhood a lot. Is that a thing over you where you are?
Yeah, because we have the Mount Diablo, and then there's a lot of grassy area. They'll come around.
Okay.
And this family, I mean, they'll make the rounds here, but I hadn't seen that little baby. That's a new one.
Nice. Well, congrats. Okay. You got ducks, you got deer, you're living in wilderness.
Tell me you're in suburbia. But anyways, Warriors won. The tooth came out.
Great.
It's shaping up to be a great week here.
All right. I love it.
And
good high.
Pat myself on the back. Impromptu plans. We were free.
Oh man.
Old Kate would have been booked out, you know?
Yeah. This is starting to be you keep repeating this on the pod in a great way. This is now reality for you not being too busy.
And I'm reaping the benefits is like how I feel about it.
Yeah. That's great.
Anyways, that was great. What's your low?
I hate to tell you my low now because it's Bambi. I mean, your poor little deer that just walked by could be this deer.
What do you mean?
Well,
you hit a deer?
No, my husband went hunting a few months ago as his he wanted to try it. He went for the first time with our uncles, and he had a bunch of deer meat, and he got one. He had a bunch of deer meat in our freezer, and I hate deer meat. I like it. He was kind of proud of himself. He kept trying to feed it to me, and I was like, I don't want it. No,
even
gross.
the jerky, even the spicy jerky,
not for me. Don't want it. Don't want to touch it. He cooks it. It smells the house up. It's been an ongoing
game.
thing.
It's definitely a game if you cook it.
Yeah. So long story short, Ace was out trying to get the Alexa we have in the garage, and he accidentally unplugged the refrigerator, and the deer meat went bad.
No.
Yeah. And so we had blood in the freezer.
Oh.
I had to clean it out. It smells I can't get that smell out, and I have a very good sense of smell, so I think I did a really pretty good job.
Yeah,
but
you're a
I
hound.
still smell it. Yeah, I'm like
I
a
feel
hound.
like that's why you were so good at wine tasting too. You would always be
100%.
like, "Do you smell that?" I'd be like, "Nope, nothing."
Yeah,
Ew,
100%.
that's gross. I feel like even my bad nose could smell that.
You could, and it's just been an ongoing thing. So, like for a couple months, this deer meat has haunted me, and now it's even worse. And so we had to throw it out.
But
Obviously,
still devastated to lose all this venison.
devastated.
Yeah.
Just because it was like a proud, like he's never done it before. He actually got a deer. Anyways,
Oh,
so
no.
it's kind of weird you called out a deer in your front yard, and that's my low. And I have it written down as proof. Like that was my low today.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do with that fridge? You gotta like bleach it or something?
Well, I kind of cleaned it out, so I think it's clean now. But
Oh, you're
it's just
through the
like
worst
the
of it.
lingering smell that
Okay.
I. If anybody has any tips, please let me know because it's pretty gross.
Gross.
So okay, we'll move on. What's your low?
Before we go to my low, I have a mid.
A mid low?
I would call this, is it a high, is it a low? You decide. I needed a sounding board.
I like these games.
I had a speaking event for Sage on Friday.
Yes.
Went well, no big deal.
Hi.
Yeah, that could have been a high. It was nice. But afterwards, a woman came up to me and she said, "Oh, I'm super inspired by what you guys are doing. And also, you look exactly like Maya Rudolph." How would you take that? I didn't have a good first reaction.
No, she's very pretty. So don't get me wrong, but no, that's not somebody that you want to be like immediately associated looks wise with.
It ain't Giselle.
It's like my Lily Sobieski or whoever that actress is. I kept getting her for years, and it would be
I
like,
forgot about that. Lily
and she
Sobieski.
had that movie with cancer of the knee, and like,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Where is she gone? She's fallen off the radar.
Good because I kept getting like,
Have you heard it recently?
no, because I don't think it's like a.
See, you needed her to go into
I
retirement.
needed her to not be an actress any longer because that was like when she was on the screen, people would be like, "You look exactly like her," and I was like, "Exactly like her? Is that right?" Like, and it's like she's pretty too, but it's just
that's
not
the
like
thing. It's like
the hot
if someone had
factor.
said, "Yeah," I mean, I have rose tinted glasses of like how attractive I am.
Yeah. Right.
And
Me too.
It's not like Maya Rudolph is ugly by any stretch. Like,
No.
I think she's hilarious. First of all, if someone said, "Oh, you're as funny as Maya Rudolph,"
well, and you were doing a speech on like pretty dark bullying, and
right.
So it wasn't humor.
It wasn't humor. Nope, it was a cyberbullying speech. Sorry. So the comparison.
So it wasn't
definitely...
like the personality also helped.
Okay. It was just you look like her, and it caused some pause. It's so. Anyways, it is what it is. It's a mid. It's a mid. It's
mid.
Not bad. I keep being like, she has pictures online that she looks stunning.
Totally.
She's all done up, and But also sometimes I'm like.
Well, it's really risky to tell anyone they look like somebody because it's rare that said person sees that person as like, "Oh, amazing!" Like,
well, unless it's like a known hottie, then you say it, and then everyone says, "Great."
So Phil used to get Bradley Cooper all the time, and I'm like, Bradley Cooper, yeah, of course, and it's like Bradley Cooper married Lily Sobieski, like tough, like it's like, it's like he's getting all these hot people, and then they're like, and your wife looks like, and it's just like, I just wanted them to say somebody hot.
Who's the actor that Chris used to get, especially when he was younger and like a little bit skinnier? The guy who was in the Star Wars, like Christian.
Bale. No, not Bale. No. Christian. Sorry. He's really cute. Yes.
And he does kind of look like him.
Oh, what's his name? Hayden.
No. Or yeah, that's it.
Hayden Christensen.
Boom!
I pulled that. I don't even know where that came from. Yeah.
So in our world, Hayden Christensen married Maya Rudolph.
It's
So on one hand, we hit above our weight class, I guess.
Totally.
Good with our spouses.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Yeah.
On the other hand, more work needed over here. Yeah. More work needed for Hot Girl Summer.
The statement of Mary for personality could never be more true.
And they're real happy. They're very happy.
Yeah. They're extremely happy. And they're laughing, people. They're laughing.
They're having a great life.
Yeah.
They're having a great life. All right. Well, that was my mid.
Okay.
And my low.
That's a mid.
You might have been, since you only have 2 weeks of school, maybe you already are in this, but May-cember, which is a new term for me. I think
just heard it on Instagram.
But it is true. The last month of school is an absolute shit show.
Mm-hmm.
And I am on the PTA. My role is room parent coordinator. We have 1,000,001 activities in these last couple of weeks. And I was herding cats last week and over the weekend because it's Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes.
And everybody was supposed to have a poster up this morning. And of course, these room parents are going MIA. I'm like, hello? Is it taken care of? Like, is this teacher going to be complaining? Like, please send me a bat signal of whether this is taken care of. So anyways,
just a lot.
That was one. We got science night tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I got a field trip Thursday. I got a performance Friday. It's like pizza party Wednesday. I can't even do it. I literally feel like there's 3-4 things a week here to finish out the school year. It's like we forgot and then we jammed it all in at the last second.
100%. It's like kind of going back to our podcast 2 weeks ago when we talk about the school schedule hates us. It's like, it's true. Tomorrow, just to put this in a little bit of perspective, I've got a read with me at 1:30 in the middle of the day for Lola, which I'm going to make for sure. Then it's, we have art. It's the art show tomorrow night. So we have to go to the art show at the school. We also have swim. I also am coaching summer basketball. So I have to go to a coaches meeting. So we're trying to figure out how to do it all. Ace has his program. It's like, there's just a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel a little bit like today was, also they're doing this cute kindergarten letters and every day is a letter and you can bring something. I have forgotten so many times. Poor Lola. Today was the letter M. You can bring a marker or your favorite marker. Forgot the marker.
Oh, that's annoying. And this is every letter for the whole year.
Letter. And so, and it's pretty casual in a newsletter email that I get. And so I'll be like, oh yeah, marker day in my calendar. At school, she's like, it's marker day. And I was like, we're already in school line. I forgot your marker, She's like
digging through your bag.
And then she's like referencing all of the letters we have forgotten. And I'm like, I know I'm not been good at this letter game for you.
Well, this was our show and tell. Cal had show and tell every Tuesday was his day. And I would say we only showed up with something 50% of the time.
You have it every Tuesday show and tell?
They stopped doing it around Christmas, which was merciful.
Yeah.
We had show and tell every week. And Calvin, part of it is like speaking in front of the classes is hell on earth.
Yeah.
So it always, maybe I just was like, we're opting out a little bit subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's a lot. That's like, okay, we do weekly obsessions. Can you imagine a kid bringing in a show and tell every week, trying to come up with creative things?
No, that's the thing. And then I'd be like, let's just bring another stuffy. He'd be like, no. I'd be like, how about a Pokemon card? No. It's like, what's it going to be? Anyways. Do less schools. Do less.
By the way, did Cal get the Pokemon thing from Ace?
I forgot to send you something. Yes. And he's been sleeping with the gold cards.
Oh,
isn't that so cute?
Yeah.
And he lost his mind. One of them had like, I don't know, a gajillion points on it. And he was like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah. Ace had his pack or whatever you call it, binder of Pokemon cards. And he decided he wanted to give that to Calvin. And so he wanted.
It was the sweetest. I meant to send you a huge thank you. Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to. He was just excited to do it. But I didn't know if Calvin, like if he was excited about it.
Oh my gosh. Literally, I keep telling him, you can't sleep with these cards. You're going to ruin them.
Okay. That'll be cute. I'll tell Ace that. He'll love it.
Okay. I know. Very sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it here. Survive the summer. ... We could start anywhere. But you 2 weeks out, why don't you kind of tease how you're thinking about it?
Well, I have to admit, I've said this a lot. Last summer was really hard. We didn't plan enough. So I've tried to do a good job of planning, but I still feel very unprepared. I pulled out my Excel sheet of my calendar of this is all of the camps each week. Yeah. And doing it in January and February, we left a couple times throughout the summer open because of travel or things that we thought we might have. Possible travel. And so we're sitting now looking at the calendar, feeling a little bit unprepared. a little bit anxious about what that means on a daily basis of like if they don't have camp, or even if they do, what time do I have to pick them up? Phil and I alternating who takes them. So I'm feeling a little bit anxious. So I think this is a good topic because I'm wanting to be prepared this summer in a way that sets me up for success.
Last summer was an absolute shit show over here. I did a bad job. I learned a lot the hard way. But you also had a hard summer last summer.
Oh, we had the worst. July was the hardest month I can recall in my life.
So dramatic.
I know.
Well, interesting. Okay. Well, how are you setting yourself up for success? So you said you got more camps than last year.
So I'm a little bit more prepared with camps, but I still have a lot of openings. So I have decided that weekly on Sunday, I'm going to sit down with Phil. We kind of already had this discussion, and we're going to lay out the week. So it still has to go week by week. We already have like kind of the agenda for the summer, but week by week, we're going to organize on Sunday. And I really, really, really want to set expectations early with the kids. So like if we can get into it too, because I'm sure that's like a whole other topic, but like screen time, expectations of us still having to work as parents and them being home sometimes. We will not be able to play with you like you want us to during those work hours. And because of that, here's what we'll do. And so we've started this morning routine that I think I want to carry into summer, which is the kids are really excited. It's warm out. And when it's not been raining, we get out super early in the morning. We're riding bikes before school.
Oh,
and so it gets a little
your
bit.
Kids get up at the ass crack of dawn too.
So early. So it's just a nice, like Phil and I will be sipping coffee on the front porch as they're biking around. Okay. And it feels like that's a really good thing I should bring into summer because it will get them activity early. It will set the expectation of having some outside time. It's before work. So it's built into my schedule without even having to do anything crazy.
Yep.
And I would like to carry that into summer.
Okay. I love that for you.
Yeah.
One thing that's funny is Chris took the kids to Costco and he ended up buying them these big old workbooks. One says third grade, one says first grade.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I've seen those.
And the kids were like, no. But it's like, I think they also have something called bridge books. But we are we'll do a couple things. One, I tried to do all the camps last year. Now here, the camps just didn't really go full day. Like at most, we were talking 9 to 3. Yeah. At most. And I'd say a lot of, and that's pretty good. But a lot of them were 9 to 12 or 1 to 4. Or
we have a good amount of 9 to 2 as well, which is like not bad, but it's still very much like you have to leave to go get them at 1:30. Like,
well, and here's what really screwed us. Last year, our kids do swim team, and their swim team practice is mid-morning. And so I was actually dropping off at camp, not every day taking them to swim, like they missed a lot of swim, but then I would get them from camp, take them to swim, and then take them back to their camp, or Chris would. And that was bananas. Yeah. Like that was just too much shuffling around, too much back and forth. So anyways, this year they're committed to swim team, but I'm like, camps plus swim team don't make sense. We can't do it because it's right in the middle.
We're starting that too. So Lola, I signed her up for our neighborhood swim team, and it's every morning for practice in the month of June, 9:30 to 10:15. So she will be late to camps on those days.
But at least that's better than having to go get her and then drop her back off. Like
totally. We just will be late to the camps we already paid for, which is a little bit annoying, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah. But, and I guess you just want her to learn how to swim, right?
It's activity too. She's into swimming. She needs to get better at it to like actually swim across the pool and like competitively. And I just want her to be like, this is her thing right now. This is the thing that's making her active. Could be into.
Great.
Yeah. So I'm excited for her, but it's just like logistics.
I have a feeling that's going to be horrible. But this summer, I hired a woman to help us all summer, which I get is like
nice.
A little bit bougie, but
Well, you have to have a plan. If both you and Chris work as much as you do, you have to have a plan.
Well, and it just didn't work. It's like you can't do swim team. Camps might work if you have two working parents. Although honestly, no, because they go to two. They go to whatever. But I just felt like I need some help driving them around, especially when these swim times are mid-morning all summer.
Yeah,
like there's no other way. I can't leave work every day to take them during that slot. So, anyways, I'm feeling great. So then we're using our entire summer budget, which we had, last year spent on camps, all for this woman who's going to like help drive them around.
Yeah. Which is probably pretty similar because camps are expensive.
No, it's the same price.
Yeah.
But they'll have a lot more free time. So what I'm excited is I'm going to try to see if we can get them on a good free range summer. And I've recruited a couple neighbors, which I'm really excited about. So I've been planning this for a few months, and I've talked to two or three neighbors, and we've all agreed to do free range summers.
Okay.
So the kids are going to be in the cul-de-sac, and I'm like really excited to get them outside.
Yeah.
There's,
you got somebody watching them.
I got somebody watching them.
Yep.
So that way, just any of the like pool safety stuff. And mine can swim great now, so I'm like not too worried about them.
But still.
So anyways, I'm excited for free range summer with the neighbors, plus having someone to drive them to and from swim. It sounds like it's I think we nailed it. I think.
We actually were just talking about this the other day. We might try to implement a couple of the neighbor college kids who have said this before and kind of book them like instead of it being like somebody full time for the summer, like, hey, are you available this week to help out from 1 to 4 or whatever, and make it a little bit more casual. But we're doing a lot of camps.
Even to do the swim drop off, maybe.
I know that's actually not a bad idea. So
if that gets stressful,
right?
Maybe you try it and see if you can just rejigger your work a little bit to start later.
Yeah. And then we also have the backup plan on those days of Lifetime where they have childcare Kid Academy for 2.5 hours. And so we've got things in place that we didn't last year, but it's still going to require weekly conversations about.
Well, that's the thing. I realize I need a structure, and I don't have this. I'd actually love to hear what you're doing or like solicit best practices here. But I don't want them in a free range summer to be on screens all afternoon.
Right.
And I think that is, if left to their own devices, it's just the easiest, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Let me watch something or let me play a game.
So here's what I'm going to do. It's a little Pinteresty, but I'm taking a playbook out of, okay, I got it from somebody on Influencer, so I'm not trying to say it's my playbook, but I did this I'm taking a page out of my own book. Which is
what influencer?
I don't know. Just a bunch. I get served a bunch of different content about like travel hacks and all these things. And when we have taken really long road trips, I have done a couple things, which is like I take an old makeup bag for every kid, and like it's basically like a makeup bag that like folds down. They can hook it on the back of the car seat. That's the travel version. But they have snacks, healthy snacks, all ready to go, and it's individualized.
I've seen you go.
Then there's a small
Pinterest
little
mom here.
Exactly. Then there's a small little bin that sits in front of them with activities that they like to do that I planned ahead. So I am going to do this on those weeks that I don't know it pretty much every week. So Sunday is going to be my time to organize, and so each kid is going to have a bin at home.
Yep.
And it's going to be full of like I can get a couple coloring books one week. Lily's really into painting outside on our porch. I'm going to rotate them, but each week I'm going to have like a couple things that are somewhat new to them, even if it's just a new coloring book or printouts that we did on our printer of colors, like pictures that they like. And I'm going to have a little bin that they can go to that week. So when there is downtime, I can point to their bin and they can just go pick out whatever's interesting to them. Then I'm going to prep healthy snacks. So in the same way,
snacks, I'm glad you brought this up because the snacks can get very out of hand in the summer.
In a free range summer, you got to be prepared. So I have a lot of our number one rule is you don't have to ask, you can grab fruit anytime. So we have a fruit section of our refrigerator that's grabbable. It's always washed. They can grab it anytime. They don't need to talk to us. There's also cheese sticks there. So
Okay.
having that fully stocked, but then also going one step further and like prepping some healthy snacks that are just go-to
Yeah.
weekly is going to help so much, because then I'm not worried about them grabbing unhealthy things, or
Right.
like in mid-call they come up and annoy me. I can just point to the section that they can go grab stuff. So
Okay.
that's what I'm going to do.
You're not going to like take on meal prepping these snacks, are you?
It depends. I've kind of have some recipes saved that I think would be easy to do on Sunday.
You're seeing me cringe over here. It's
I
too
know.
much.
I don't think you need to. You can just do the section
This
of
is
the
feeling very
refrigerator.
ambitious.
I know. But I do think if I prep weekly, I'm going to feel so good for the whole week.
Yeah. And I think this is one where you need a plan and it will go smoother if I like the activity bin. You know, I was thinking at the beginning of summer, I'm going to get a bunch of puzzle books and things like that. But
Mhm.
I actually think you're smarter to almost do the toy rotation with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal that actually. I think that's because I do. And Cal, you know, he's been coming home at 11:30 from kindergarten
Mhm.
for the last 2 months. The first month was easy peasy. He was so
Mhm.
grateful to be home. He built like with toy. He is getting bored. So
Yeah.
now he's begging for more iPad time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm like having to kind of, I'm bored. I don't know what to do.
Mhm.
So I did make a sheet. I'll send you a picture of, but it's things to do when you're bored. And
Okay.
it's,
Yeah.
and I pinned it and I'm
Mhm.
like, go to your list. Like, go pick out something from that list.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, I don't know what, I can't decide, you know, but it's like things to do in your board list,
Yes.
rotating activity.
It's the same
thing.
concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I also thought too, I might get him a membership for the summer to one of those trampoline parks.
Oh yeah.
If it's hot, here it can get
Mhm.
really hot.
Mhm. You
Like
need
some,
an
I can
indoor.
imagine some days where it's like too hot to be outside that much. And I don't want the whole neighborhood kids in my house all the time like that. I could see this possibly being like a risk to
Mhm.
our free range summer is like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's your version of our Lifetime Kid Academy, to be honest. Is like when it's raining, that's a great, like, let's just go and play in the gym type of thing.
totally. Yeah.
Mhm.
So something like that I was thinking of adding on as an option.
Yeah.
But I'm going to set a screen time boundary.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out how much is the right amount. Do you have a number, or I can't decide if a number is the way to go?
So I got to be honest, I've been thinking through this and I don't have it fully baked out. But here's the idea is that if you do, like, if we do our morning activity where they are doing biking or they're doing swim or whatever it is, and they don't have a camp that day,
Yeah.
they then can get like 30 minutes in the morning time.
Okay.
Then they have to basically earn it by activities. So like if they're then outside playing or doing whatever.
Then you have to monitor that.
Well, it's going to be for the day. They can't have more than like 2 30-minute sessions. That's kind of my goal, is like an hour for the day.
That's what I was sort of thinking, is an hour I think would be a good goal, but might be hard some days if they don't have a lot going on.
Right. And it's like you're going to kind of figure it out. But if you have that, hold the line, because the second they start getting a little freedom with it because you're having a hard day, that is the next day they're going to be worse. Like it's going to be harder for you to pull that from them, and it's just going to be a nightmare.
I'm on the 60, maybe 90 minutes. Maybe 90 minutes on a day we don't have anything.
I think that's totally tops. I think that's totally acceptable.
I freaking hate YouTube Kids. So I'm going to limit, you can only watch 30 minutes of YouTube Kids. They love it the most.
I'm saying no YouTube Kids over here.
None.
I hate YouTube Kids. It goes down a slippery slope. And
I know.
My kids are fine with it. So I'm just going to ride that wave.
Yeah. I know.
But here's one other thing that I'm going to get is at Home Depot. Have you seen these little kits where they like build a toy type of thing? It's like build a plane. It's like wood. They're like little kits you get. Ooh, you can go to Home Depot and they're free.
Put that in they're free?
They're free. And they actually have things where you can actually go to Home Depot and they have like a building like with the, like there's somebody there. So if you had like your person who was watching them, take them to Home Depot. It's like the library visit. You go and they build stuff there. But they have those free kits for the kids that you can get. And so we've started to store some up. So like Ace, for instance, maybe Lola will get that in their bin weekly, like one of those. And it will require like a little bit of like a hammer sometimes and things, but like something that I feel comfortable with them doing that's a little bit of a challenge. So that's like a good hack.
Yeah. I remember one of the cute things, Grace like built this birdhouse last year and then painted it and it took forever.
Yes.
And again, I don't mind painting if you're in my garage. Like, again, you make a mess, who cares? My garage floor looks like shit, but that's fine. But I want to, projects. Sarah sent me something, our older sister sent me something over the weekend that I pinned because I'm like, I could see this being clutch for the summer, but it's something called Crunch Labs. Think like an engineer or play like an engineer.
Oh.
And they're monthly boxes. So like,
okay.
And I'd even get a bunch of them for,
So it's like a subscription, or you just order a couple boxes?
It's a subscription.
Okay.
Well, I think the way you normally would do it is you get one box a month, and then it's like something that you have to like build and put together.
Yeah.
But I was thinking for the summer, depending on how expensive these are, I haven't even looked yet, but they look awesome though. And I was thinking Cal would love it. Yeah. I bet Ace would too, honestly.
Yeah, send it to me. I was looking up like apps and things too there's a coding app called Tinker that people have been talking about. And truthfully, I haven't done a ton of research on it, but I wanted to have a couple of those things too. It feels similar where you could do the lab, or you have like a healthy educational app that they can do at times too. I think that those are types of things that any recommendations in that way, please send as well.
This looks like you can only do it monthly, which is a bit annoying. It's like, I want to buy a bunch of them.
Yeah. Well,
I just texted it to you though. It does look very cool.
Yeah. Start.
If nothing else, I might like get him for his birthday, and then every month have something. Those are always fun gifts.
I think that's great. We're going to get, we already have a bunch of sidewalk chalk, but I'm going to get more of that there. In our like backyard, there's a whole area they can do chalk too in our driveway. I'm going to bring back, especially because Lily's younger. This is a little bit Lily-esque, but she loves like painting. So I'm going to do the water, like painting, like with water. That used to be my favorite activity as a kid, is I would paint the driveway
with those black
water.
Sponge brushes.
Yes. Like a huge, like actual big paintbrush, like let her go haywire with that. And she also loves washing the car. So just filling up soapy water in a bucket and like, she'll dump it, but like that type of stuff is going to be fun. And all I need to do is kind of sit outside or have somebody.
Well, my kids, I created little capitalist monsters, honestly, because I've started paying them for things. It started with the laundry, which has been going well.
That's good.
And I think I told you, Grace is like blackmailing me for things now, like toilet paper when I'm in need.
Yeah.
But
I'll do it for $1.
I could think, I actually think this could be part of the structure too, but like, here's the list of things I'm willing to pay for around the house, and they can like earn some money for washing the car, for example. I think that would be like above and beyond.
Yeah. The green light, we've taken over that too. And it's like, we have chores, and I'm not doing daily chores, but when I need them to do a chore, they get money for it.
Yeah.
If it's out of the ordinary of just things they should be doing. So I
know what I just decided in this moment?
What's that?
Grace loves to bake. And I know she'll want to be cooking all summer. But I'm going to pay her if she'll give them to the old people in the neighborhood. Wouldn't that be
a cute idea? Yeah.
Or is it bad if I pay her? Because maybe that's not the spirit of.
I don't even think you need to pay her. I think she would probably just like that.
Just
like
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like she'd probably just like to be able to share her things.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to make them do some amount of homework pages a week.
I think that's good. Ours is reading. I want them to read.
We're definitely going to have at least 20 minutes of reading a day.
Yeah. That was Ace's homework this year anyway, so we would like to carry that over. And I think Lola, we got her a bunch of books that she can read that, I'm going to try to implement the same thing. So
yeah. No, absolutely. It's like, even if you're looking at pictures or kind of fumbling through it, I think it's a good habit to do 20 minutes.
But here's the thing. I am going to, I have to have it in list form. Like,
of course you do.
Well, I just mean like I'm going to put it on our calendar board, because these things are great, but they are great for 2 weeks and then you forget about them or you let them slip. If I have it on the board where the kids can see it, and it's like, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? Like kind of almost like a checklist daily for them.
It's a good idea, because Grace is like you, actually. She has a list for everything. She has this notebook she brings around. She cracks me up. I'm like living with a tiny you. You should see. She has a 20-point bedtime checklist. I'm like, this thing is so annoying. I'm like ready for her to go to bed. She's like, I'm only on 14. I'm like, I'm going to rip this thing up to shreds. But I think a list would really work for her.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Well, and it also just helps like me not forget, because it's easy to do it the first 2 or 3 weeks of summer, and then you kind of like get loose. Like, not going to happen.
Yeah. Structure. I also think I could add for her, at least because she's taking piano lessons, like some amount of practice piano, even if it's 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I think that's something, you know, like we got to get our checklist.
Yeah, I agree. Those types of things too, you can do in the bin. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to go as far as I've heard parents doing like a point system too, where if they do piano, they do reading, they get a point system, then they earn money that way. I don't want that. That's too much tracking. I don't need another thing to track. I just want to set some standards of what things they need to do in order to, I think mine will be kind of the screen time. Yeah.
Use that screen time as the carrot.
And like, you know, it doesn't have to be so matter of fact. Like, you have 8 points, you get 30 minutes. It's just like you get a little iPad time in the afternoon trying to hold that 30-minute line if you've done some of these other things that are on the list. That's kind of how I'm going to vibe it out. Casual, but a little structure.
I love that. And I won't count any of the screen time, like family screen time at night if we're watching a show together.
Totally. And here's the thing is, if there is a movie on in the background while so Lily is super into Coco, which is like the cutest movie ever, by the way. I don't care if that's on in the background, if they're also doing activities. They've been doing a lot of playing with it on in the background. You don't like it?
Attention fragmentation, baby.
I don't know. I'm fine with it for now, but I get what you're saying.
Okay. You know, I think if you watch a movie, it's like, I don't want them doing anything else because I want them to be able to focus on a movie for an hour or an hour and a half as like focus your brain. So you're not, you know, even, and I'm guilty of this myself. I can barely watch a movie without wanting to check my phone in the middle.
Do you think though that's like a new movie? Because this movie has been, we've seen it 1,000 times. Ace and Lola has seen Coco 1,000 times because it's Lily's favorite movie.
Listen, I'm no expert, but I think just put on music or something.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
I think you want to be careful. I think you want to be a little conscious and careful about teaching them early to like multitask too much, where I think we want to go, you know, read for 20 minutes straight without jumping around.
Sure. That for sure. Yeah.
Watch something, a full story arc, you know, in general. I mean, whatever, sometimes probably fine.
Yeah. Well, we're bouncing around a little bit, but I did have some healthy snack ideas too. Okay, I had mentioned the fruit and the cheese sticks, but some of those things that I'm going to do for prep is like the smoothie bowls. Our kids are really into yogurt and it's easy for them to kind of spoon out themselves. And so if I have like blueberries or raspberries or whatever your kids are eating with the like yogurt that they're obsessed with and a couple different granolas, if I have 3 or 4 different granolas, my kids are way more into it because they can mix and match and build their own bowl.
That's
so cute. They've been building their own bowl and I'm going to carry that into it. And also like fruit kebabs or cut up like not just like apples or whatever, but like
you are inspiring me to do more fruit prep ahead of time so they can just be more self-sufficient.
Yeah. And it's more fun sometimes to have like a fruit kebab of different things that they're super interested in than just an apple.
100% that fruit tastes better if somebody else cuts it.
Totally. And they also have those frozen banana bites that my kids have eaten. And those are easy to prep and you can keep them for, you know, the whole week. So these are some of the things that I've been thinking I'm going to do. And also my kids love hummus. So if I have a couple carrots with hummus and a little bit of like the crackers or pretzels that they can dip, that's like a huge one too. That's so easy.
Yeah. I like that a lot. And I like also just teaching them, be self-sufficient with your snacks, quit bugging me. But also eat healthy and like, how do you get them to not overdo it? Or they won't if it's the healthy stuff.
No, I have one that will overdo it. So I just kind of have to
keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on that. And like, I think if I meal prep a little bit with that, I'll know how much is going per day. So I'll know like you're allowed, like eventually it'll have to be like, you're allowed 2 fruit skewers or something. Like, you know, it's going to have to be a little bit reined in. But again, if they're eating the right stuff, I'm less worried about it, truthfully.
Yeah, I think I'm going to prep fruit. I like that. Just be thoughtful about the snacks. Probably pull a few things from the pantry. You know, get all that candy out of there. It's kind of, you know, with Easter and God knows what, it's like starting to build back up. But it's like clear that out so they're not tempted.
Anything that they can grab goes so quickly in a bar form or something like that. That's why it's like I have to protect those a little bit. I
feel like mine are decent. Like I don't think if I have a bunch of Z bars in there or I don't think they'll eat 15 of them, but you never know.
I think mine would. Those Z bars go quickly.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
What about like outside of kids stuff? Like, do you guys have any fun summer plans, travel?
That's a good question. So we just mentioned this on the last pod, but my 40th birthday is coming up. And so
I'm excited.
We are doing an adult trip to Austin, Texas at a resort there where it's basically just going to be pool fun.
Well, I just booked everything this weekend, so it's feeling very real for me. I'm pumped.
Yes. So we usually do, this one is kind of random. We don't usually do this. We usually do one trip as a family.
Yeah.
And so this is in June. This is something special. I'm excited. It's like resort, golf, spa, relaxation, good dinners, some music, some comedy. Done. So excited. That's the big trip. And then we are thinking about, and I haven't planned this out yet, but my other thing is quick trips we can do that are like 2-hour driving distance.
Okay.
Is, I think, clutch. And so we did Chattanooga last year where it was 2.5 hours from us. So great. They had like a kids museum. They have a great aquarium. We stayed in this little, like, it was kind of a combination of hotel,
like
Airbnb.
Pigeon Forge, or am I like, is that
different? Well, okay. I was going to bring up, so I think this year we might do Pigeon Forge, which is also like 2 hours away. So anyways, something 2 hours, casual. You can just do a night or two. You can do a pretty inexpensive place.
Lake too. Have you ever done that?
We have not. No, that seems a little bit more.
Maybe your kid, maybe with Lily, that's not.
It's just more planning, I guess, to get a boat and all that stuff. But yeah, something easy, a 3-day weekend type of vibe.
Sounds so fun.
What about you?
I told you we had that great like trip to Bodega Bay, which is like 2 hours from here. That was awesome. I mentioned we're going to go camping for a couple nights. Chris is not coming, but I'm going with my neighbor friend. So that will kind of be a fun adventure towards the end of summer. And then we go back to Indiana every year for July 4th.
Yes, I'm so excited for that. That's always a fun time.
I do think like spacing out and having things to look forward to, though, makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, 3 more weeks and then I get another trip, or,
Yeah.
Something to look forward to, even if it's just a weekend thing.
Totally. We've been also toying with the idea of doing a short trip out to see Phil's family on the East Coast, because there is a pretty inexpensive flight, Avelo, that runs. They do like Nashville. Avelo is the name of it, but it's like Nashville to Florida, Nashville to New Haven. And it's one of those very inexpensive airlines. And it's great because it goes straight to like 20 minutes where his family is, like 20 minutes outside of where his family is. So we could fly there for inexpensive, do a couple days with them. And then we always like take the train into New York for a day just to have some fun and show the kids the city again. Do a pizza tour or whatever it is, make it fun for the kids. But I think we might do that too.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds great. I don't have too much. And with swim and stuff, it's kind of hard to do too much because every weekend we'll have a swim meet. But I'm actually excited about the swim meets. I feel like we have some of our good friends also doing it. It becomes kind of social hour for us.
It's great.
I think it'll have good vibes this year, and both kids are swimming.
I think when you like it and you've planned it in, it's super fun. I mean, it's a lot of time, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. And I think, some parents are at the pool, like watching every kid swim. That ain't me. I'm back in my tent having fun with my friends. And then when my kid swims, I pop up there for a second.
Yeah. That would be my vibe too, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm more worried about like, who's bringing the cooler. But
I
think that'll be fun.
So I'm going to walk away with this. I've been thinking about it. What is your summer motto in 3 words that you need to follow?
Free range plus checklist.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah. No, it's pretty good. Mine's not too far off, I feel like.
What's yours?
Fun, relaxed, scheduled. A little bit thrown there, but like, if you're scheduled, I'm going to be feeling fun and relaxed.
I like how even your face changed. It was like relaxed, but tight as hell. Scheduled AF. No, I think scheduled. A little structure, but
That just goes back to Phil and I talking weekly about what the schedule is. Like, it just feels like we have a plan of action. When we go
there are a
rogue,
couple yellow flags for me. One, your plans to meal prep are scaring me. Okay?
I thought you just liked those ideas.
I did like some of them. The intensity is starting to reach a fever pitch over there.
Just on Sundays, just one day a week, I'm going to prep some snacks.
All right. I'm going to ask Phil if it only is one day a week. Okay.
No.
All right.
Preparation is everything for success in the summertime.
All right. Maybe I'm inspired because I just did the cyberbullying talk on Friday. But here's a tech tip. Turn off the chat on video games.
Oh, yes.
Especially Roblox is the worst offender. Minecraft, not great. Fortnite, horrific. If your friends socially game, and with summer coming up, there's going to be a lot of video gaming across the board. Have them chat with their friends on anything else. It could be FaceTime. It could be iMessage, Google Messages.
No, we're plugging ourselves. It has to be Sage Haven.
Sage Haven.
Sage Haven app will be ready this summer. Your kids can chat.
True.
Yeah.
But my point is, the tech tip is don't let them chat with strangers in video games. It really is where all the bad stuff is going down. And I know some of the video games have started saying where parents can approve friends, but you have to approve handles. It gets really tough to track down. And again, trust me, I just had the stats, but 187,000 times in 2023 that video game chat was used for online enticement. And that's just what was reported.
Yeah, that's horrifying. And it's not in just those popular games. It's in other games too. Like we were saying, Golf Clash and different things. You can enable it pretty quickly and disable,
off the chat,
but turn it off. Be careful because there are games that you wouldn't think have chat access that do. So check.
61% of kids have been approached by a stranger in a video game.
That's crazy.
So this is the majority. So anyways, just turn it off. It takes 2 seconds. You can let them have some online video game time. Just don't let them chat with the strangers.
Yep, that's good.
Okay. What's your obsession?
My obsession is I was just saying I'm about to coach basketball again. And in the winter, I have a bunch of sweatpants and things that I can wear, like, joggers and things that are cute that I wear as a coach. But in the summer, I wear a lot of spandex shorts to the gym or whatever. Yeah. So I got these Viore shorts that I'm obsessed with that are a little bit high-waisted. They're flattering, but they're more of a running short.
Okay.
And they are not too short. They look flattering. So they're appropriate to coach kids in, but also you can wear them during the day. So it's an athletic short that is not a spandex that I think is very attractive and also flattering.
Great. What's the name of it?
They're called the Villa short. So I'll obviously link them, but it's
the Villa was something else that you liked from there too. Was it the jogger?
Yeah. Oh, yes, it was. But they're slightly different because the Villa, if that's right, I can't remember. I have a pair of sweatpants.
Maybe I've just been on Viore's site seeing them. But
yeah, maybe. I have like a pair of sweatpants that are like that really soft material that is just like butter that they're known for. These are an athletic material. So I don't know if they're exactly the same.
Well, Viore can do no wrong in my book. So except restock that bodysuit that it's still out of stock.
I know. It's really upsetting. And I did go on today before I did this obsession where they have this particular short in stock.
Is it in stock?
It's in stock in a couple colors. So you can actually get this one.
And how high up does it come on the belly? Is it like a high-waisted?
It's high-waisted. So it feels very flattering, but it's not so high-waisted that you're like,
I'm not comfortable if it comes all the way to my boobs, honestly.
Yeah. This one is, I think that works for spandex because it's nice. This one is like very flattering where it's not that high, but it's high enough. It's flattering.
Okay, perfect.
And I tried on the new Lulu ones that are similar. Those were not high-waisted enough. It's the best of the best.
That's critical. Okay.
Yeah. What's your obsession?
It's a summer drink, so I feel like it does go with the theme today. And I am going to shout out my friend Courtney who brought this to me. It sounds weird. It is like a sangria or something similar flavored seltzer water. Yes. And the sangria, they have that flavor called Summer Sangria through the Good and Gather brand at Target.
Okay.
Your favorite spot. Mm-hmm. But you can also, if you're elsewhere, there could be just a mixed fruit, like a, blood orange plum or whatever. Anyways,
Yeah. Whatever
something
your
that's
choice is.
sangria-ish.
Yeah.
And then you put in white balsamic vinaigrette.
What? Okay, I need to think about this for a second.
Okay, and there's a new, like, nice olive oil and place downtown. And they have this lychee white balsamic vinaigrette that is so good.
Okay.
But it just adds like a depth of flavor and like kind of
Like
fights the sweetness, like a tang, like a little bit of a.
Okay.
Anyways, damn near perfection.
Are you adding any alcohol to it or just that?
You could, but honestly, I've been drinking them. It feels like a special mocktail, if you will.
I love that. Okay.
But the vinaigrette is surprising. When she said it, I was like, that sounds nasty.
I wouldn't have expected this. I wasn't expecting this.
Can you trust me on this and try it? Because I think you're going to love it.
If I don't have the lychee and I just have the vinaigrette, is it still going to taste good, you think?
It can't be like a, dark balsamic. It needs to be a white balsamic.
Okay.
Minimum.
But white balsamic.
Or any flavored white balsamic vinaigrette.
Okay. All right.
And again, and like putting a good amount in there.
Like
it's
not spoonful?
More. Just
okay.
I got one of those little metal toppers that you just could do olive oil. And at first I was like, I'll just try a little. And you should see me now.
Wow.
Really
I do love to put sparkling water with ice in a wine glass, and it just makes it feel like a fun mocktail. So this feels something I'll like. I'll try it out.
I'm not afraid to fill up my full Stanley or Yeti with this puppy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's drinkable because it's the seltzer water base. Anyways, it's amazing. I think that might be drink of the summer.
Well, Dad used to say a shot of vinegar will keep you healthy. So maybe this is just adding to it as well.
That's going to bring me to a bad place. I was really sick one time before a college basketball game, and he convinced me to take shots of vinegar. It was the worst idea ever. I barfed and it was up my nose for 2 days. It was a nightmare.
Well, clear your system out. You feel better.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. Not over it.
Awesome. Well, good topic. It was very timely because I was just starting to get anxious about summer.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks away, I bet. I was I had a full month, but we're T-minus 30 days. Let's go.
Let's go. We got this.
Okay, we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah, prepared.
Let's go.
Successful summer.
All right. That's it, Tana Ann. Love you. All
right. Love you too. Lilas.
Bye. Lilas.